I'm Sue Hansen, wife of Ken Hansen of Ken Hansen Real Estate and Design. Today's video is about our new cards that we're going to be sending out this year. We are going to be doing some lino cut prints. Well, let me say, I'm going to be doing some lino cut prints, and I'm going to create these cards which sort of celebrate the work of other designers. This is a very famous chair. It's one that was designed by Charles and Ray Eames, kind of a power couple of the 1950s. And we are going to show you in this video how we sort of got to this place. So I would like to share my process, so hang in here with me and check it out. What I've decided to do for the rest of this year is to create some linoleum cut prints. Okay, so this stuff right here is called linoleum, and linoleum is it's nice and soft, and I can use this cutting tool and I can like cut out all the things that I do not want to feature in the print. So everything that's cut out is white, and everything that I leave uncut will catch the ink and it will print on the paper. And I ran what we call proof, which is just to see like how did it turn out? Do we like it? So I just noticed there's a little, I like some of these little dots in here. We call them noise. But I feel like this is a little strong. So after I've run the proof, I'm gonna look back at this and I can actually see on my plate where that noise was caused by. So this will show you how I use this tool to just come in very gently, horizontally. I'm just gonna cut back some of those spots because they're just not gonna serve me. Sometimes I like a lot of noise, sometimes I don't. Okay, then I want to make sure those little guys are out of there. So I will keep running proofs until I'm happy with the image. And if I'm giving the feeling that my work is linear, like I have one idea and then I just stay with it and it works out perfectly exactly the way I planned it, that would be a lie. So here I've printed my proof on some different paper. I'm kind of crazy about this. It wasn't quite right for the card that I'm doing, but that sucker's gonna go into my sketchbook and I'm gonna do some other stuff with it. So for this piece, what I decided to do is to use these papers, and you can see I found, I felt like these were very Eamesy, if you will, colors. They worked in the 40s and the 50s and maybe a little bit in the 60s too. And I felt like these colors that I created for another project were kind of on the nose. They gave me this feeling of that era. So I decided to borrow that. This piece is kind of a tribute to the Eames. Then I'm going to rubber cement down onto my paper. And then my goal is once I've put some colors in here, I'm going to ink this and I'm going to print over the top of it and just see what the heck happens. And it could be a giant disaster, and that's okay because that's artist play. You just play and then you find out what works the best. So I love rubber cement. It smells really bad, but I don't know, I like it. Okay, so now let's see what happens. And this is the part that could be a little scary. Oops, I just touched it in a bad place. I'm gonna do my best to line this up. Those of you who are actual printmakers are cringing right now, and you're probably thinking, wow, she's not very exact. Now I'm just gonna carefully flip this over. I'm gonna use this, it's called a Baron. And you can get all kinds of like plastic ones, but this is Japanese and it's made out of a corn husk. I think it's amazing. Like really love that. So now I'm just going to carefully, I'm not pushing super hard. Sometimes I like to do this with my hands and actually feel all the edges. Make sure I'm getting a nice distribution. And then I'm going to do a little peel back and I'm just going to peek at what we have. That side's looking pretty good. I peel it back just a little bit in case I'm making, oh, this is cool. It didn't exactly line up perfectly. And I actually think that that makes it amazing. You can see like there's a little bit of inconsistency here, which I don't care. I sort of like that the cut pieces did not line up perfectly. I've got some places where the ink isn't as exact, but that's what I love about printmaking. I even have a little noise here, here, and here, and I end up with something like this. And I might go ahead and print several more things while I've got all my stuff out. Watch your mail because we are gonna send out some other amazing design cards coming, maybe more chairs. I don't know, we'll see.